Good day, team, and welcome back to the Daily Signal. And today we dive straight into a breach that dwarfs most of what we have seen this year. This right here is 33.7 million victims. Not a server misconfiguration, not a one-day smash and grab. This was 5 months of complete silence. For 147 days, an attacker moved inside Coupang's systems like a ghost, undetected, unchallenged, and uninterrupted. And that number you see dissolving into that data waterfall, that's not just data, that's identities, homes, families, habits, and physical addresses turned into exposed digital currency. The scale alone would be enough to raise alarms, but the way this happened and what it enables is why this breach is about to become one of the most abused data leaks in Asia's modern cyber history. Let's unpack how a single forgotten key opened the door to a catastrophe. This is where the story takes a sharp turn. We are not dealing with nation-state zero days or high-end exploit chains. We are dealing with a key, a literal cryptographic key that should have been revoked when an engineer left the company. What you're looking at is exactly how simple and how terrifying this attack was. A former Coupang engineer, someone who knew the inner workings of the authentication system, kept an old sign-in key. With that key, they didn't need to hack anything. They didn't break passwords. They didn't bypass MFA. They created their own login tokens, and Coupang's system welcomed them like a trusted service. Door opens, data flows out, no alarms, no detection, no geo warnings. This wasn't hacking. This was identity forgery at a system level. A ghost impersonating a legitimate service for almost half a year. And it's one of the purest examples of why insider threats are so devastating in today's authentication-driven architecture. Here is where most people underestimate the impact. Everyone hears no payment data stolen and instantly relaxes. But in 2025's cybercrime economy, PII, or personal identifiable information, is worth far more than a credit card. Look at the split screen. On the left side, you have credit cards, replaceable, revocable, protected by fraud teams. On the right, your real identity. Your name, your phone number, your email, your home address, and, critically, your purchasing behavior. This is the kind of data set that lets criminals run surgical scams. Not just random phishing, but hyper-targeted, tailored, believable messages that know what you bought, where you live, and how you shop. This is the data that enables identity triangulation, delivery-based fraud, porch piracy targeting, stalking, home entry scams disguised as recalls or delivery issues. This data is not just personal, it's behavioral. And for criminals, behavioral data is pure gold. Let's talk money now, because ultimately that's the engine behind almost every major breach. What you're seeing here is the entire criminal economy surrounding the Coupang leak. On the left, a thriving dark web marketplace where 33 million identity profiles become a product. Price range from $50,000 to over $300,000 depending on who buys and what they intend to do with it. But that's just the entry point. The real profit comes from the scams. Fake holiday refunds, delivery issue texts, order history-based cons, voice phishing attacks pretending to be Coupang or your bank, fake warranty pages, fake recall pages, and yes, the very lucrative world of micro-extortion. We know what you purchased, pay to keep it private. And because this breach dropped right before the holiday season, the peak period for delivery chaos and shopping overload, the timing is perfect for criminals. Even a fraction of a percentage of victims falling for these scams equals millions in stolen funds. This breach is not static, it's fuel, fuel that powers an entire criminal ecosystem. And in the next slide, we'll get into the motives that go far beyond cybercrime. Now, let's step into territory most outlets won't touch: the strategic geopolitical shadows behind a breach of this scale. Look at this map. The insider is no longer in South Korea. They are abroad. Coupang's core markets, South Korea, Taiwan, Japan, its biggest commercial rival regionally, China, and the global e-commerce giants operating from it. Now, I'm not asserting anything, but we must explore the scenarios that professionals in threat intelligence analyze behind closed doors. Could this data feed competitive intelligence? Absolutely. 33.7 million behavioral profiles from one of the Asia's biggest retailers, that's marketing gold. Could this be economic destabilization? Korean markets are very sensitive. A sudden breach of this magnitude sends wave through public trust, shareholder confidence, and regulatory pressure. Stock price manipulation, a cyber attack timed with financial moves, has happened definitely before. Could foreign platforms suddenly benefit from Korean trust erosion in Coupang? It's possible, and it's happened in other markets. So I'll say it again, I'm not claiming these motives are true, but in modern cyber conflict, profit is not the only currency. Data, timing, and influence are strategic weapons, and they may all be in play here. This is a slide that usually makes people sit back in their chair. Take a look at this chart. On the left, attackers' costs, a tiny bar, barely visible. Infrastructure, maybe $50 to $100. VPNs, $20 to $100. No exploit, no malware, no phishing kits, just one thing: access. Now look at the right. That bar is exploding off the chart, and rightly so. Profits from a breach like this, anywhere from $300,000 to 12 million, depending on how data is sold, split, or weaponized. This is not hacking, this is asymmetric warfare in the digital economy. When an insider gets access to keys, tokens, sign-in certificates, everything your entire security model trusts, the cost to profit ratio becomes astronomical. And this is why insider threats are the ultimate cyber weapon. They bypass almost every dollar you have spent on cybersecurity. They invalidate your perimeter, your MFA, your monitoring. A single human decision, failing to revoke a key, can cost millions and impact tens of millions. This slide is the business case, the technical case, and the existential case for taking insider risk seriously. Now let's bring this back to the audience or to you. These are the scams really and already circulating, and the types that will explode in the coming weeks. Look at the example: fake refunds, fake delivery confirmation, fake shipping issues, fake warranty notice, fake recall alerts, and even fake support from banks or telecoms. And notice something: these are not random spam messages. These are credible, personalized, data-driven attacks. Thanks to this breach, criminals know your name, your phone, your address, your shopping habits, your recent purchases. This is the raw material for social engineering on a massive scale. And you will see more refund scams, more bank verification fraud, more remote control apps scams, and yes, even more real-world risks like porch piracy or home entry fraud, especially if your recent purchases were high value. Your data is now in criminal circulation. Not next month, not next year, now. If you want to learn more about Christmas-related frauds and peaks in this sort of activities, please have a look at my other video, another deep dive, where I analyze what's going to happen and we give you additional tips on how to protect yourself and your beloved ones. So the threat is not theoretical, it's active. Before we wrap up, let's take a breath and look at what this incident teaches us. The Coupang breach is not just another headline. It's a textbook case of how a single insider, a single forgotten credential, a single security lapse can cascade into a national level event affecting over half of a country's population. This is the new battlefield of digital conflict, where identity, trust, and data are more valuable than any credit card number. If you found this breakdown valuable, if you want more investigations like this, deep, technical, and brutally honest, then hit the like button and subscribe. It tells the algorithm this content matters. And if you want to stay ahead of the next breach, because there will be a next breach, subscribe to the Daily Signal. You will find more episodes in the Battlefront Briefing playlist right here. Pick one, dive in, stay informed, stay secure. Thanks for watching. I'm Max, Point Break Security, and I'll see you on the next Frontline.